the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Miami Heat. Looking at Miami, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. Tip-off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Guys who care as much about the game as you do. A guy who puts the team first. A guy who gets you involved. A guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about. But I always look for guys who could push me. And I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. It's a family, the basketball team. You playing for 82 games. You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him off the set.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
As long as I could push you back.
You may not be able to. Kevin Harlan, take it away, kid.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On the road, looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready to get this thing started. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And back in action is Kemba Walker. They are more than happy he is suited up and ready to go.
Yeah, everybody's glad to see him back out there. It was surprising to me to see just how well they were able to cope with his injury. A lot of guys stepped up in his absence, and they hardly missed a beat.
Yeah, and their confidence has to increase considering how well they played during that time. But now that you're adding him back into the mix and they are poised to take another step forward, you have to be careful with complacency.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Winslow, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Green. And both free throws good for Green.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Right wing. Winslow wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Love with the screen for Irving. There's the dish to Green. Green, the screen. Pass to Hansen. That falls. Great assist by Love.
Well, Merry Christmas. That was a freebie.
Not a fast start here for the Heat. 6-point game. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And Kevin, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. When you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And Whiteside sends it back. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. They double him with Green. Blair, a screen on Green. 6 on the shot clock. Winslow, the pass to Blair. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The drive by Green. And he overshot that one, missing.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Now here's Winslow. He's covered closely. Davidson covered by Irving. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Miami shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he makes the first.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Cavaliers leading. Buford kicks to Love. Back to Green. Love outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. Second, the Cavaliers.
And what stands out recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Pass to Blair, off the screen, and the jumper falls for him.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Oh, wide open look for Love. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Feeds it to Whiteside. Blair against Buford. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Blair's got his second basket of the night. Irving dishes to Green. Trying to get back on track. Love kicks to Buford. He feeds it to Green. There's the double team from Whiteside. And here's Love from the arc. And that one's good. Love's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Now, here is Irving.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, I think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen.
So did the defense.
Yeah, right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. The Cavaliers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Irving gets a screen from Green. Tips it, but no good. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Walker goes in. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Augustine against Walker. Green with the block. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in terrific record. And we've pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Miami just way behind.
And I think for Miami, they basically lived up to the expectations so far this season, and that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Yeah, which is exactly where they are right now. It's not too late for them to make that kind of emphatic late push in terms of season from average to excellent.
The layup missed.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
59 seconds left to play here in the first. Walker against Augustine. Walker goes in, can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And Augustine kicks to Monroe. Here's Green. Miami grabs the miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Up top, Walker. Guarded by Green. Walker against Green. And it's Walker again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 4. It's a pick by Love. And here's Green outside. That doesn't go either for Green. Here's Oubre. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Heat lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. Just play like playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
He may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level, and that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Whiteside. Winslow is out there with Oubre, and it's Blair in at the foursome. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He ended with 29 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Now, here is Irving. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And he gets it to go. Winslow's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play. That is his shot, guys. So you want him to get into his airspace there.
Last game against Charlotte. Whiteside, good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Got a piece of it. Clancy covered by Irving. Here's Clancy. And he gets it to go. And it's an 8-point Miami lead.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game. Burke can't get it to go. Here's Blair. And again, Miami with the triple.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
And when you're shooting like this, you should be winning. They're scoring with tremendous efficiency.
Now, here's Oubre. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Dishes to Whiteside. But they get it back. No good with the elbow jumper. Passes it to Torres. Over to the wing. Kicks it to Dudley. Left side, Irving. He dishes it to Burke. And here's Dudley for 3. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Dudley's got his first 3 points of the game.
They're having much more success here in the second. After missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Now, here's Whiteside. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Blair can't hit.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
There's Winslow. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Whiteside, the pass to Oubre. And Buford pulls it down.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Takes the 13-footer, and it falls over the rim and in. 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
In the corner, it's Oubre. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Oubre. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And both free throws good for Oubre. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Augustine dishes to Green. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Green's got 8 points.
When his hook shot is on, there's nothing you can do defensively. It's almost a given he's going to knock it down.
Here's Walker. Green with the block. And they're able to recover. Oubre with it. Monroe on him. 3 on the clock. Goes back up. Connects. The jumper drops. And the Heat lead by 8. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. The open shot, Love, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Augustine against Walker, down low. From downtown, it's rebounded by Cleveland. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
The feed now to Green. Takes a 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Carson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Green with the block. The Cavaliers trail by 6.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
And that one's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Heat out front. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
So far in the game for the Prophet, he's got 11 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
And interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
Heat leading by 3. Green in a 2-guard. Buford is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Irving. And it's Hansen in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Buck. Just more of the same. Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
The pass to Whiteside. They double him with Green, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Cleveland on defense. They trail by 3, and he gets it to go.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Pass to Hansen. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Davidson. And Winslow now top of the key. Whiteside against Buford. Whiteside kicks to Winslow. Blair the screen. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
That's his second personal foul.
Expanding his range.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. Perfect.
And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 3rd rebound on the night. That's good. He's got 9.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Green with a screen for Irving. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dudley's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Blair, a screen on Irving. Here's Clancy, up again, and the jam by Whiteside.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving count.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And Miami has possession, following the basket by Freak. Whiteside a screen. 6 to shoot. On the mark with the 15-footer. Whiteside's got 8.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Irving drives in, and Green slams it in.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Got freed up, nice work off the pick. 7 points in the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
That's tipped. Out to the wing. Here's Davidson. The Cavaliers pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. The dish now to Love. And Winslow comes to help. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. And the Cavaliers with possession here. 4 on the shot clock. Irving sets a screen for Green. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Cleveland making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Miami with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Clancy. They get the rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Walking with legends here, guys. Look at some outstanding seasons, decades apart, averaging a triple-double in each game over the course of an entire NBA season. Oscar Robertson's 1961-62 season was something to marvel at. And now, in our current era, a special player making his own mark on the NBA with the tremendous play he's been showing us all season long.
And that's still one of the most hallowed achievements in NBA history. I mean, we're talking about the Big O averaging a triple-double over the course of an entire season. I mean, to think we have another player with a shot to do that, it really speaks to the one-of-a-kind season he's having. This is the stuff of legends.
So both teams changing it up here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Here's Walker. The Cavaliers making the shot. They double him with Green. Here's Carson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Carson's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The Heat leading by 7. He kicks to Winslow. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Now here's Oubre, covered by Monroe. Shot clock at 5. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 6 points. Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Here's Green. Kemba Walker making his last shot. And Love gets it to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Timeout. Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
He power surged that one down.
Wow. Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Augustine with it, now guarded by Winslow. And Augustine kicks to Love. And it's blocked.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it. Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Cavaliers trail by 11. On the floor for Miami, we've got Kemba Walker, and it's Blair in at the power forward position. Monroe, the three-pointer off the mark. And Miami shooting an efficient 53% from the field. To the wing right side, and it's Walker penetrating. No luck. Great D that time from Green. Monroe, the pass to Green. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The kick out to Walker. It's good from long range. And the Heat lead by 12.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
They double him with Green. Walker with it. Guarded now by Irving. Great look, but off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Heat?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The Heat leading by 9. Clancy guarded by Green. Pass to Whiteside. They double him with Green. Whiteside dishes to Walker. And it's Walker again missing. Cleveland with the ball. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. They set the pick. There's Green with the 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They double him with Green. Got a piece of it. Right side a screen. Here's Davidson. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Winslow's check in for Walker. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Irving gets a screen from Green. And a wide open look for Irving. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Clancy, he's covered by Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Feeds to Winslow. No good from outside. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. The Heat leading by 7. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Love's check in for Monroe.
Cavaliers foul. Freak. That's his 3rd personal foul. Substitution for
Right side a screen to the middle. Off the pick. And he nails the jumper.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Second personal. At the line for your Cavaliers, Free. Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
Free throw drops for Green.
All right. You got to know who you got? All right.
And both free throws good for Green. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Winslow with it. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Miami leading by 7. To the middle. And the jam by Whiteside.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He was highly animated when he was talking to them, telling them this is going to be a huge win for us. When we close this out, it will go a long way towards showing the rest of the league what we're capable of.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Irving kicks to Green. Inside, stolen by Winslow. Davidson passes to Blake. Miami no good on that time either.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on it.
And it's Green with the jam.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Right side a screen. Blair a screen on Irving. From the stripe. Looks a big high bounce and goes in.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. He feeds it to Green. And Winslow comes to help. They get it back. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Walker's checked in for the Heat. The free throw drops for Buford. Miami leading by 4. Davidson passes to Blair. Whiteside a screen. Blair dishes to Walker. Here's Whiteside, and stolen by Buford. Irving kicks to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Whiteside a screen on Irving. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Green kicks to Love. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Left in the fourth quarter. With it, he's picked up by Irving. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. 8 rebounds and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they've needed it.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that ties the game up.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
There's the double team with Walker from 12 feet out. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Green. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Heat now. It's stolen by Green. And here they come. Here's Irving. No good with the layup. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. With some arc, Walker's shot is off.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Green. 6 to shoot. There's the double team from Whiteside. Buford, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Pass to Davidson. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Green, the dive for the ball. Stolen by Walker. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
From deep. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, you guys came into the fourth quarter trailing, but were able to make up every bit of it. Was this a game you were just determined not to let go of?
I
wouldn't allow us to let go of his name. I never let go of Benny. Yo, this is one book I read that has a sad ending. Yo, I've read it like 50 times since then, hoping for a different outcome. It hasn't changed yet, but I'm not giving up on it, just like I didn't give up tonight.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. When they needed a leader to get them back in the game in the final quarter, he was the one they were all following, and he knew exactly the route back and the road to victory.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
He was dazzling tonight, guys. Even his opponents were looking at him going, wow, you're tearing us up tonight.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.